Hello, children. I welcome you to the EVS subject, lesson number 9, Maps are Companions. So, in 4th standard, you have learnt about maps. You are knowing what are maps. Maps, the lesson name tells us it is our companion, it is our aid, you can say helping hand. It is like a friend to us. It guides us to the proper place where we have to reach. Now, in this lesson, we are going to understand the maps which direct us to the environment, to the earth, yes, to the earth's surface. This earth's surface is having different physical features. What are the physical features? Then water, land, stones, mountains, plain surfaces, plateaus, many other surfaces, types of surfaces are observed on the surface of the earth. To reach the proper surface, to guide us to that proper surface which we want to go, who guides us to the proper place? It is the map. Now let us see, according to the lesson, what type of directions make us reach to that particular place on the surface of the earth. Now we will try to understand the three methods which are given to us in the lesson to understand the various maps. What are these methods? What is the first one? The first one is counter line method. What do you mean by counter line method? What it tries to guide us? Which place it guides us of the surface of the earth? The uneven landforms, the higher ranges, mountain ranges, to the higher levels of the surface of the earth. This takes us to, it directs us to the higher level ranges above the sea level, and how it is shown by drawing lines. You can see in the picture there is a hill drawn, that is the mountain range or higher level regions. How they are shown? By drawing lines, counter line method. Okay, follow it properly. It is named as counter lines. Lines are drawn and the places of the same height are joined together by the lines. See there, you can see the circular lines there, then long lines there. So such type of lines, they try to guide us whether it is higher level, whether it is a plain level, steep level, below, down. When we are getting down, that is the steep slope. Then if it is like a walkable way, then it is the gentle slope. So similar type of surface of the structure in the higher level, they are drawn with the lines, and we can guide ourselves to the proper place by observing these lines. The relief land can also be shown. What is this relief land? Walkable, not very easily walkable, but very walkable place in the higher ranges. It can be easily shown. It helps us to understand the slope of the land and the height of that place. The second method given here is layer tinting method. Now you can see in that figure there, different types of colors are observed here. They are kept in layers one above the other. First is white, then again brown, then lighter brown, muddish color, you can say, then yellow, green, dark green, then sky blue. Various colors are given there in the layer form, one below the other. What they indicate? They represent the first one, counter line method. On the base of the first part of the map, they refer us more accurately by showing different colors on the map to reach the proper route where we want to reach. What is given here? For example, they are saying water bodies. If on the mountain ranges or on the surface of the earth, if we want to observe a place which, or a water body or a river or a sea, which color will be shown there, or the lines will be shown in blue color, or that particular surface will be observed or given in blue color. Then the markings, how they have given here, which now from where they have started, from 0 to 75. First one, see that sky blue, light blue color. Then the greenish, little bit grass, or maybe the plain land where there are plants. So another, again it is little bit dark, that is also 0 to 75. In this manner they are giving the numbers also, and they are highlighting with color also, and with the base of the lines, counter lines. We follow the path of counter lines, we observe the particular distance, then we try to observe by layer tinting method, that is the color which is given there, and we try to reach the particular place. Maps, they guide us to reach a particular place where we want to go. Let us move on to the third point mentioned here, digital elevation model. Now in this corona pandemic, with what aid you're learning, how you're studying? By the digital source or the various digital sources, that is computer, mobile, television. In the same manner we can follow the digital path or the digital reference or the computer maps to reach the particular place. It is a very large, you can say help, a great help. You can search the space to reach the space, the maps, or the underground path, or the path on the surface of the earth with the digital elevation method. This is very modern method which is used in today's world. With this method we get the information of satellites which are sent into the space. We are watching televisions, we are using internet. All this through the maps are reached to that particular place, and information is collected and given to us. We can directly observe the height of the landforms. Now for example, I can give you, when you are moving in your vehicle or in a car nowadays, what you will see, there is one small tab in front of the car, and you open the Google map, and the person gives us the directions orally and with the help of lines, that how we can reach to that particular place. I think you are knowing this type of map. Then maps are used to help us understand the region also. For example, if you for the first time you're going to the particular place, you don't know how that place is, whether it is full of mountain regions or forest, or large part of water is there, or wild animals places are there. Whatever information if you want to take, you can follow the map and understand the particular place or the region. For example, given here, it is the physical map gives you the instructions about the, whether it is the plain surface, whether it is the, you can say, valley, mountain, plateau, plain, or whether it is an island. So with the physical map you can understand this type of area or the region. Then whether military operations are going on, military base camp is there in that place, whether it is the tourist place, some place is there for you to visit, you will find interesting place there, you can come to know about the importance of the place. Then mountaineering routes, if you are going for a trekking to the mountain regions, it will guide you, otherwise you can have an accident or you can be hurt, you can be harmed. So maps, physical maps, they help us in making or developing the region also. If there are particular problems, or it can be easy for human being to reach and live safely or go safely and use it safely, it helps to develop that, maps helps to develop that place also. Next is conventional symbols. Then symbols are used to show various things on the map. What are they? Particular drawings. Then for example temples, mosques, forts or huge monuments, which are for example the seven wonders of the world. Then great oceans. Then mosque, temples, forts are three names are mentioned here, which are a large you can say monuments. These are known as conventional symbols which represent on the map. If you find such type of representation, they are the conventional symbols. Day to day life, we must try to understand the importance of signs and symbols. Now, signs and symbols are used for traffic signals. Then, in mathematics, we use signs and symbols. Then, various fields, we use the signs and symbols. They direct us to the particular path. They make us easy to understand the thing which we are going to do. For example, you are moving on the road. If you follow the traffic signals or the signs and symbols, they prevent us from to an accident. If you use the signs and symbols properly to calculate, it calculates faster and accurate. They help us to do it the work very quickly. So these symbols and signs, they are universal. They are used all over the world for particular work, and everyone can understand. What according to the lesson we are going to try to understand which signs they are given mentioned here, the name conventional signs. We are going to learn in the lesson about the first sign, which is it conventional signs. They are used to show various things on the map as per our requirement. Which examples are given here? Which conventional signs they are saying? That is in the form of letters. Some alphabetical symbols are representing in the map, or geometrical shapes, then lines, then circles, triangles, dots. If they are represented on a particular map, these symbols are named as conventional signs. In today's modern world, life is impossible without map. Life has become too fast, so maps are a great help to make our life easy and reach us to the success, you can say. It saves our time and loss of money. It guides us to the proper place fast as the world is going on. Maps are also used during war. If there is a fight between two countries or in between countries, maps guide us to fight with the other countrymen. They guide us the path to that particular country and we win over them. While fighting a battle, it is important to have the detailed knowledge of that particular region, that particular area. It helps in working out a particular plan we want to implement on the other country or the other, which is the enemy who is fighting with us. Maps are very useful for many purposes. It makes our life easier. Thank you.